One thing that gets to many drivers and haulage companies alike is parking problems. Overnight parking can be a nightmare. Many official and expensive truck parking places are insecure, and there are simply not enough decent truck stops anyway. Snap Account's Jonny Billing thinks that they have an answer. Use hauliers' own yards when their vehicles are out during the week.
Well, security is probably the biggest issue to hit our industry over the past few years, and I think we have a very simple approach to how we can get through it. Every single fleet operator has a yard that they never want stuff stolen from. All they have to do is that space they have in that yard, make it a little bit available for us to put our drivers in. So we already have 19 sites around the UK which are fleet operators' yards that have turned around and said, you know what, I'm going to put some vehicles in that yard. And we've done that, and they're secure as anything.
How do they manage security? Does that mean the yards have to have security crew on 24/7 or?
Absolutely, a lot of our fleet operators already have that. They don't want their stuff stolen, so they have a full fence, CCTV. It's like Fort Knox in there, and that's exactly how we like it.
How does that compare with conventional truck parking? Because I guess on commercial truck parks and on MSAs, you've got backup facilities like food and drink and stuff. How do they get on for that side?
So with the fleet operators, we always tell that they must have a shower and a toilet at their site. Right. What we also ask them to do is actually provide takeaway menus so a driver can get some delivery there. So yeah, often they don't have a lot of stuff on site, but we can certainly sort out ways to make sure they do.
But at least the drivers are going to be able to get clean, go to the loo, out of the vehicle.
Absolutely, and at the same time the fleet operator knows that their load is safe.
Okay, that sounds really sensible. What are the kind of costs? Are we talking about MSA costs or much cheaper?
It's a hell of a lot cheaper. We obviously everything ranges in terms of the location of the site. We actually have one of our most popular sites, which a lot of our drivers will know about, is Purfleet in Essex, and that actually fills up by midday each day, and they have around 75 spaces with us. And I think their charge is around 25 quid. But we also have spaces all around the UK, some of them ranging from sort of £10, £15. So yeah, we're certainly not up there with the MSAs in terms of price.
So what do you do with the operators? Do you actually tell them effectively you put your price where you like, or do you recommend a price?
We recommend a price, but they are free to choose their price. We always try and advise the best way to do it to attract the most amount of drivers, but they can do exactly what they wish.
So from your point of view, I guess that must be the biggest way forward, or do you think specific sites are better?
I think this is the biggest way forward because there's only a certain number of sites and places you can actually put a truck park in the UK. We've got a network of fleet operators in the UK and they have the yards, so why don't we use them?
Okay, the other thing we're trying to say to people is that maybe county councils, town councils, borough councils, whatever the hell, should maybe start thinking about actually providing proper truck spaces within their areas, regardless of how they do it, even if they do it through commercial companies, but they should be encouraging rather than discouraging parking.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, what happened down in Kent in terms of them fining people for parking on the lay-bys when there's nowhere to park, I think it's a travesty. And actually we've got to look at it in a different way. Provide the facilities. No driver really wants to park in a lay-by and get no sleep, so why don't the councils look at it? You're absolutely right.
Snap is also going into the retail business. They've just opened their own online Snap shop.
The premise behind the Snap shop was really efficiency based again with everything we do. Trying to consolidate what a fleet operator has to do, but also a driver, is always top of our list of things to do. So with the shop, we've basically taken all the products a driver needs, a fleet operator needs, and put them all in one place. They don't have to go to eBay, they don't have to go to Amazon, they don't have to go to their suppliers to get screen wash or oil or chrome or accessories for their truck. It's all in one place. They can order online, it's all sorted, and we're starting to become the Amazon of the haulage industry.
When you're talking about products that you sell, I guess the issue as well with shops online is that it's hugely price driven. Does that really?
We brought the best people we could in the market to run this shop. So the person to my right of me is our e-commerce purchaser, and his job is to find the best deals for everyone. So we find the right suppliers so that when someone goes onto our website, they never go to that price. We always find you the best price we can.
We'll be looking at Snap's ideas for involving more depot and haulage yards soon, so keep in touch with Trucking TV.